Formative assessment works best when it helps define and continually adjusts the learning trajectory. In learning-centered classrooms, students actively shape that journey. It starts with setting and sharing learning and developmental goals, not only to guide the journey, but to build a shared vision of where they're heading. When students identify what matters to them, they take ownership of that direction. Teachers and students work as a team. The teacher acts as a mentor or coach, helping students shape short, medium, and long-term goals, all connected to a broader vision for the future. Along the way, students reflect on their learning and adjust their path as needed. But how do they know if they're on the right track? That's where success criteria come in. They make progress visible and help define what achievement looks like. Involving students in shaping the success criteria transforms their role. They move from simply following instructions to actively navigating their own learning path. This process also opens space for dialogue and negotiation between students and the teacher. So what does this look like in action? Let's explore how shared goals and success criteria come to life in the classroom. In a technology class, students write down personal learning goals. These are posted on a digital board and revisited weekly, which helps to keep learning outcomes at the center of learning, as the teacher encourages students to update the goals during project sprints. Students' achievements are measured not just through outcomes, but also with qualities like initiative, confidence, or persistence. This practice supports self-monitoring and enhances personal growth. When it comes to understanding what success looks like, co-creating success criteria makes a big difference. In a writing class, students work in groups to answer, what makes a great story? They generate ideas which are then compared to the teacher's rubric. Together, they refine a shared list of criteria and post it on the board. Tools like checklists and model paragraphs are useful to make expectations concrete and accessible. After sharing their sketches, students give each other feedback by highlighting two strengths and suggest one way to improve. This simple structure, called 2 stars and a goal, builds confidence in peer feedback and helps learners develop both artistic vocabulary and evaluative thinking. Another approach is the SMART audit. Students write goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This process helps students adjust clarity and timing, and builds goal setting into a regular, thoughtful practice. Finally, the even better if activity builds on the idea of learning as continuous improvement. For example, students pass their work around in small groups. Each peer adds one suggestion, starting with even better if. By the end, each student gathers a collection of ideas to reflect on and act upon. This process reinforces the idea that progress is ongoing and that diverse perspectives enrich learning. These techniques all work toward one goal, making learning visible, intentional, and shared. With clear goals and meaningful criteria, students stay focused, know where they're heading, and recognize the steps it takes to get there. FormA, small steps, big learning.